Hello everybody, this is Noxious here and welcome to Planet Coaster. Today I'm going to be doing an episode of a Sandbox Park, and I'm still going to be playing the scenarios and the career mode, but I wanted to give people a kind of like a view of what this game can actually do. So I'm going to play this and see if I can create something. So I haven't really played this game very much, so I'm not too familiar with all the keys and the hotkeys and the way to go about things. So I'm kind of like learning as I go. So if you bear with me, and we'll kind of learn together, I suppose. So now what I'm doing, I've put in a ride, and I wanted it to be the view of the entrance. I didn't want to do an entrance way, and I didn't want to do the food court, which I'm going to have first at these bits of path I've put down. It's almost like, I suppose, a weird pair of glasses or a mask it could look like. But I just wanted kind of little loops of paths where I'm going to put some food outlets. But first I wanted to look out and see my first ride. And I'm just going to put in some scenery here. A little bit of a pond, and I'm going to put in some water features, and as you see here, I'm just testing out a few different fountains until I find the right one. Yeah. Here we have a nice little system of a few fountains. I wanted a few, almost like a display going on. But there's no timings, it's not set to be going on and off. And you can do that, you can turn them on and off and put them to music and create a big water fountain display if you want to. Now that would take a long time to do. But I don't know, people spend hours on one particular thing. This area in itself, this one ride I'm doing, I think this has took me 2 hours to do all this. And you'll see at the end, it's only a tiny bit I've done. I built a little house to the side, and I filled in some scenery around the queue line. And that's about all I've done. And it does take a while, so you've got to be patient if you want your park to look really nice. So I'm just going to build up a bit of terrain here, just so, no, it's not flat around the ride. I don't want it all just one level. I don't just have different view lines, just so you're looking over a little hill towards the ride. And also all your scenery can be seen nicely. So I'm just placing a few rocks, cover up the actual ride, the fountain system, because you see it's got a little bit where it sticks out. There we go, you can see it close up there now, just covering that up. And you can do that, it'll still work even if it's covered up. And we're just placing a few big rocks around. So I'll just tell you a little bit about this game. It's quite a high spec this game runs on for your computer. So I'm not really going to be opening this part not right until the end, because the frame rate will go right down once people start coming in. I've got a new computer coming, and hopefully that will handle it a bit better. But until then, I will keep these settings nice and low. I've got the graphics settings very low, and they could look a lot nicer than it does at the minute. But I just want to get the general feel of things and see how this goes. So I'll just put a few bushes there against the rocks, just to kind of like give a nice line behind the rocks. And I think that looks nice there. If I spent a lot more time on this, it could be done a lot better, but I'm not really rushing through, but I want to do enough to be interesting, but at the same time look nice. So I just put in a bit of fence here just to say, don't come down here. This is a waterfall or a water fountain area. It's all blocked off. So I'm just putting in a bit of fence. And then one at the side. And I think that's the last bit I put in here. There we go. That looks nice. Now what do I do next? I think I put in, just looking for some kind of scenery. Excuse me. I want to have a nice focal point to the side of the ride, so, or to either side, so the left and the right. So I'm just trying to find a nice bit of scene, big bit of scenery to put at the side. And there, that's what I choose for this side. A little what did you say, a statue on that side, and a wishing tree, I think that's called, on the other side. And I think they look nice. And then have the ride, it sets the ride off in the middle of those two. As you probably might have saw, you can get blueprints or you can get custom. The blueprints are some ones that either Planet Coaster have made and given you, or you can download them on Steam, and you can download all sorts that people have made. There, I mean, this game's been out, what, 2-3 years now? So there's loads on there that people have done, and there's some really amazing things. Personally, I went through and had a look at some of the Star Wars things they've done, and you can get the scenery of almost everything you can think of, every ship, every creature. They've done so much, people have, and that's just using the custom things and making your own designs. It's really amazing. So a lot of the hard work has been taken out if you want to just go around and play some really imaginative things and don't want to spend the time making things piece by piece. So that's what I'm doing now. I've chosen to do kind of like a sweets theme for this ride. I'm not really sure what the ride's going to be called. Maybe I'll perhaps you could comment down below, give me a name for the ride, something to do with sweets, or if you're American we could call it candy, and yeah, see what people think. I'm putting in a train here, so perhaps that's made, perhaps that's part of the name, who knows. It could be the Candy Express. and maybe give it a little description of the ride. Tell me a little bit about it. The ride is a chair swing, and perhaps you're being taken into a sweets land as you're flying around. I don't know. Tell me what you think. So I just decided to put some flowers in amongst these sweets. So it looks like they've been put into the flower beds. I'm just filling in a few flowers here, but you'll see that I kind of like fill almost all the grounds around with different flowers and try and make it look like the flowers are growing around the scenery. You might keep getting glimpses there as I pull up different things of all the Star Wars things I've downloaded. Has anyone here got the game? Has played the game? I'd be interested to know who does play it. Maybe you can tell me if you've got anything downloaded on Steam. I'm just building a house here. This is going to be almost... I didn't want it to be exactly a gingerbread house. I wanted it to be a house-like, but with that feel of that gingerbread house where you've got sweets all on it, and it's not a carbon copy of your typical gingerbread house. I wanted more of a large house. And I might do something with this house at some point, whether I put a ride running through it, or I might do some shops coming out of it. I'll probably do something with it, but I just thought perhaps I'll put the staff room in there as well. Maybe hide it in amongst, and you haven't got to see the staff room then. But now I've just put a gingerbread roof on there, and eventually I will put sweets all over it. Maybe down the lines I will put, I think you can get a cream that you can put along the edges, and maybe do something like that. As you can see, it's very easy to do this kind of thing. When you start building a building, you're given this plot and you can adjust anything in there. You can select all the things within that grid you've been given, so you can have multiple things. For example, if I wanted to do something really big, I could have copied that side, one side of that roof, and brought it round to the other side, and that would have done it really quickly. But I'm not too familiar with these controls right now, so I'm just taking it step by step. So now I'm going to put in a balcony along here. And then start to put some... I put the doors. I think I spend a while choosing the right door, but I get one that I like eventually. And I put in a few windows, fix the balcony, and then put a few suites around. If you're new to the channel, you're just watching this for the first time, thanks for watching. I'm Noxious. I play other games. Mainly I play Minecraft. Please check out my other videos if you like Minecraft, and even if you don't, it's good fun to watch. Please give me a subscribe, it'll be really great. And yeah, I hope to see you come back and watch more videos. I'll be continuing with this park until I think I'm going to try and do 4 themed areas. We have fantasy area, maybe a sci-fi, a western, and a pirate. Maybe something like that. I might even put a spooky one in there. It depends how it goes. Depends how my computer holds up to the frame rates, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the kind of plan. So please keep coming back and watching. As you see here, I just fast forwarded it a bit until I got some of the sweets on the wall. Now this isn't finished. I got a bit bored with putting sweets everywhere, and I will probably do that off camera. But you can see there the kind of look I'm going for. I'm going to fill all these walls, and I do these like chocolate fingers all around the bottom. I will probably do that all the way around the bottom, and at the top I'll have these flat sweets on the walls. So that's kind of getting to a look that I like. You can kind of start to see the look I'm going for, and I'm starting to take shape. So now I think I start to fill in these plants, because it really needs that look to come through of the plants coming in amongst all these sweets. So there, it's starting to look nice. And also, I'll say I've raised the ride up just so you're looking up to the ride. It's not all on one level. And also, when you're on the ride, you're looking down onto all this nice scenery. So I'm just thinking of the sight lines of everywhere. It's trying to get nice looks from wherever you are. And the same with the path. I've left it quite high, so it's going above all this scenery, and you can have a nice look down at it all as you're walking past. I would hope it looks quite nice. If you're a visitor to this park, you'd be quite enjoying walking around, enjoying the scenery from all different angles. Just putting a few more plants here and there. Just trying to get that right position. The more you play with this game, the more you're used to getting to placing these things. Whether you've got a snapping to the floor or snapping to a surface. And the thing I love about this is how you can pull things up and down. As you see, I'm moving them up and down a little bit, just so they're poking out of places. You haven't got to have it all at one level. If you got, for example, if you got a tall bush, you only want to use the top of the bush. You can take it right down under the ground, so just the top of the bush is sticking out, and it looks great. It doesn't matter how you're having it. You can put it however you like. So what's coming next? See, there's a lot of Christmas stuff on there. I just want to get this so they're sticking up straight. It's not snapping to the surface. There, well, Put a few candy canes around. And as you see, I'm bringing that down. Now I find them a bit high, so I take it down. Have the stick going under the ground, so some are higher, some are lower. Just dotting a few more sweets about. Ready for some more plants. Just putting some yellow on, kind of like kept the scenery as groups of different things. So this is the candy cane area, and over the other side you have your pretzels, and then on the other side there is the marshmallows. So I've kind of grouped them up and have different flowers for that different group. Just, I don't know why, just I think it looks nice. So here I think it's daffodils I'm using along here. I think I'm about to start putting in a few a few different rocks around underneath the path, and just trying to stop it looking like the path is in the air, but kind of like sitting on these rocks. But it also gives it a nice look, as a nice finishing detail for the path, or underneath the path. I'll put a few rocks there. I'm just going to put a few more rocks here. As I'm saying about bringing them up and down, it's just you can have it sticking out of the ground as much as you want. Just put a few around here. And the rocks are great because if you've got an area you don't know what to do with, put a few rocks around. It makes it look fantastic, it really does. Here I'm just filling in a few gaps with these rocks. Now I'm putting in a entrance now to the park, to the ride. Nice fantasy entrance. I'll probably eventually put a sign on there with the name of the ride. I'll put in a few lights around, just trying to work out what lights to use. Should have put one at the front of this building as well, that would have been nice there. But what I do is I put a few candles, these, what are they, bamboo torches around. And then when it's night, I'll look at a night view and realise that they don't give off much light. So what I'll do is put some floodlighting around to really light up the area at night. There we go, I've put it into the night view. And you see it's not really lit up. So I'll put these lights around, try and find the right light. You can turn the angles so they light up different areas and cast some nice shadows. I just love how adaptable this game is, how you can customize so much. So we're coming to the end of this video now. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, give me a like and give me some comments. Feedback would be great. And please subscribe as well if you haven't. It really helps my channel. I'm trying to get to the 100 subscribers at the minute, and I'm getting there. I'm in my 70s now, so it's coming on. So please help me out as well with that. And we'll see you in another video. Maybe Minecraft, maybe more Planet Coaster, maybe another one I haven't started yet. Who knows? We'll see what's coming next. And so it's goodbye from me. Bye bye.